This is going to be a quick video about organization, or I should probably say in my case, lack of. One of the things that really bugs me is how disorganized my workbench or table, I should say, becomes. I mean, you just get all these papers and circuits and displays and cable and everything just piling up, and it just needs tidying. So that's my mission for today. One of the things I've not really found a good solution for up till now is how to store through-hole resistors. I mean, one of the solutions that I've heard about is just having, a drawer for every set of values. So you have, 10K, 100K, 100 ohms, 1000 ohms, blah, 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 etc. And, you just store them all in one thing. But I've been going with this system for a while, and I get these reels or these sort of like strips off eBay, and I can just fold them up and put them in here. But after you take one or two out, you kind of get these things flapping about every time you want to open or close the drawers, and they don't really fold down as you'd expect. One system that I've seen that's more space efficient is to use envelopes, and I've seen people use these they're called small part envelopes or seed envelopes, but I haven't actually been able to come across any of them in any stationery stores next to me, so I'm just going to be using normal C6 envelopes, and I'm going to see if I can sort out all my resistors and have a single envelope for each different denomination, each different value. So this is all the resistors labelled and put in their respective envelopes. I've just reused one of these boxes that you get from a lot of eBay deliveries. I'm kind of glad actually in a way that I used the bigger envelopes, because it's you can thumb through them really easily just to find the value that you're looking for, and I don't know if that would be so easy with the small seed packets. And I think a lot of all the resistors actually they just fall down to the bottom, so these bits are a bit flexible and good for a good flick through. So that's resistor sorted. I'm going to see if this system works okay, and then maybe think about applying it to the capacitors sometime in the future. I have another idea for integrated circuits and microcontrollers. So these boxes you can get relatively cheaply. I think I paid about €3 or €4 for one of these, and they seem well suited actually to storing integrated circuits and things in. I think the problem is with resistors, why I didn't want to choose this for storing resistors and capacitors, is that you still kind of have a limited number. I mean, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 4, so you have 28 slots, and you have more than 28 values of resistor. And for through-hole resistors as well, they're not going to fit exactly in one of these gaps, but they are pretty good for storing other things. So one of the things I've actually been meaning to get into is CPLD and FPGA development. So I've got storage here for my CPLD and sockets, various CPUs that I've been collecting. So I've got some Zlog Z80s here, 6502 from my recent single board 6502 computer, which I'll upload a video of soon. Something I want to get started on is the 68000 Motorola CPU, but I'm a bit scared of all the pins and all the wiring that might lead to. SRAM, EEPROM, my DIY EEPROM programmer, which is really does deserve that title. Very shoddily coded and put together. But maybe I'll put a video together of how I made that and how I might improve it. What else? So yeah, serial controller. There's a Zlog serial controller, and that's a sound chip as well, which I'm meaning to look at. Yeah, when my netbook died, I managed to take out the BIOS chip, desolder it, and reprogram it when the BIOS got bricked. So that's useful. And then I've got some other small EEPROM, serial EEPROMs I'm going to keep in there. This is a kit been meaning to build as well for programming 80 megachips, and you can just plug in a in-circuit programmer there. MSP430 touchpad, and then these are all the 80 processors that I've been wanting to look at. So I've got 80 mega 8 and 80 mega 328, 80tiny 8513, 80tiny 2313, and the 80 mega 16, which is really useful for when you want to use a lot of pins, like for this shitty EEPROM programmer. So I'm looking forward to working with this new system instead of poking around in those drawers up there. I think it's going to be really handy to just be able to pick out the value that you need, and the value, for example, if I don't have the value I'm looking for, I can just pick out the next closest thing. And I think that'll be really handy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working on some new projects and hopefully upload some of those videos soon. And yeah, tidy up the rest of this junk. See you next time.